He gon' take you where you wanna go. Different places you ain't never been before. We cordially invite you. We wanna welcome you to the Captain O Show. He gon' take you where you wanna go. Different places you ain't never been before.
What is up, aviators? Like Armani said, welcome to the show, the Captain O Show. We gonna take you where you wanna go, different places that you never seen before. So let's jump into it. Today's video, as you know, is on the Boeing 737 MAX aircraft, the fourth generation 737 from the Boeing company. In other words, you could say Boeing 737 program maxed out. So let's get into it. The 737 MAX program was launched August 30th, 2011. The first flight was on January 29th, 2016, and it gained its FAA certification on March 9th, 2017. The first delivery was the MAX 8 on May 6, 2017 to Malindo Air. For the most part in the States, Southwest Airlines was pretty much the launch customer here in the US. The MAX is an upgrade from the 737 NG aircraft with more efficient CFM International LEAP 1B power plants. It's also got some aerodynamic improvements, the split Scimitar winglet, and a few airframe modifications. The MAX series is offered in 4 lengths, typically offering 138 to 230 seats and 3,215 to 3,825 nautical miles for the range. The variants begin with the 737 MAX 7, which is the 737-700 NG replacement. Short little body, stubby plane. Southwest likes to use. Also, the MAX 8 is like a 737-800. It's like the basic model 737 that every airline has. That's what your MAX 8 is replacing. And then the MAX 9 obviously is replacing the 737-900. And then the MAX 10 is supposed to be kind of like a competitor to the A321neo and also slightly a 75-200 replacement, which I don't know how that's gonna work. As you guys know, I'm a 7.5 fan, and I really don't think that's a good replacement for the 7.5. So we have to wait on and see what Boeing comes up with the 797. But in the meantime, the 737 MAX 10 has quite a few orders for it, so that'll be good. And just like the 787, I'll draw a comparison. The MAX 9 will probably be the most popular one. Let's talk about the 737 MAX's LEAP 1B engines. For the most part, basically, it's a larger engine. They have to raise the 737 MAX's fuselage higher up off the ground using longer landing gear before the larger engines. But they're quieter, more efficient. They feature a 40% smaller noise footprint, and they're a little bit more powerful. So yeah, LEAP 1B. Okay, so let's talk about the 737 MAX 7. It's originally based on the 737-700. It will accommodate 2 more seat rows than the 737-700 for 138 seats. The redesign uses the 738 wing and landing gear, a pair of over-wing axes rather than the single-door configuration, a 46-inch longer aft fuselage, and a 36 longer forward fuselage. Structural regaging and strengthening, and systems and interior modifications to accommodate the longer length. Boeing plans to improve its range from 3,850 nautical miles to 3,915 nautical miles after 2021. The launch customer will be Southwest Airlines, and it's expected in January 2019. And then WestJet will follow, and a few other airlines like Canada Jetlines and some random ones no one really cares about. The 737 MAX 8, in competition with the A320neo, has a lighter empty weight and higher maximum takeoff weight than the A320. There is also a 737 MAX 8 200 version, which most people probably haven't heard of. It's named for seating up to 200 passengers in a single-class high-density configuration with slimline seats. An extra exit door is required because of the higher passenger capacity. Boeing states that this version will be 20% more cost efficient per seat than the current 737 models and will be the most efficient narrow body on the market when delivered, including 5% lower operating costs than the 737 MAX 8. 3 of 8 galley trolleys are removed to accommodate more passenger space. A 100 aircraft order with Ryanair was completed on December 1st, 2014. It should enter service in the second quarter of 2019. So let's talk about the orders for the 737 MAX versions 7 through 10. Well-known major airlines like Aerolíneas Argentinas, Aeromexico, Air Canada, Air China, Alaska Airlines, American, Eric Air of Nigeria, one of my all-time favorites, Copa Airlines of Panama. They're ordering 15 of the MAX 10s. Ethiopian, they're ordering 30 of the 737 MAX 8. Fly Dubai, 76 orders for the MAX 8. Garuda Indonesia's got 50. Hainan has 2 and 1 for the 737 MAX 10. Icelandair's got a few on order. Korean, Lion Air, SpiceJet, of course Southwest, Turkish. And shout out to United Airlines. They have 100 orders for the 737 MAX 9 and 33 for the MAX 10. I gave United Airlines a shout out because they're pretty loyal to Boeing, and I respect them for that, you know. Nothing against Delta, but they just put in like a huge Airbus order, and like their flagship aircraft is now the A350, and that's all well and good, but as you guys know, I'm a huge Boeing fan, and no, I haven't flown either one, Boeing nor Airbus, but I don't need to fly one to know which one I favor. It's just like a sports car. I've never driven a lot of sports cars, but I prefer, you know, the Nissan GTR over a Lamborghini or something like that, you know. I haven't driven either one. My personal opinion for the 737 MAX family is they're going to be efficient, they're going to be great aircraft, they can temporarily hold their ground for the middle of the market until the 797 is in production. And as many of you know, the 737 MAXs, just like the 737 NGs, will be replacing older aging aircraft on like Hawaii routes and transcon routes as they already have. And yeah, it should be a great aircraft, and I'm excited to see them come out. I know American has a few of them. I hear their cabins are pretty crappy and really crunched up, like almost like a Spirit cabin, so hopefully they improve that before they get a bad reputation. But yeah, definitely excited for the MAX 10 and for Copa to get its deliveries. I might be flying for Copa one of these days, so definitely exciting. So yeah, 737 MAX. Thanks for tuning in to the Captain O Show. Leave a like down below, leave your comments in the comment section, subscribe for more. I'll be doing more videos later on the E-175 and also the training aircraft Cessna 172. Peace.